Disclaimer. Whitey Rants is a comedic critical series where I just talk random crap for as long as I can about random nerdy news and speculations. This is all my opinion, but don't take it too seriously. Enjoy the show. Chimpanzees on a keyboard! Hello ladies and gems, sorry I've been away from the internet, and in fact any nerd news for a while, so let's have a look see. That's right, Fox and Disney have made a merger. This gives the geeks of the world a big trip, but for others not so much. So I'm going to look into what this means for the future of Fox properties. Okay, as you all know, Fox and Disney have finally made a merger. How freaking cool is that? Sorry, I'm a little bit getting a little bit stir crazy here. I'm sorry. Now, it's not exactly quite a exact Fox merger because there are subsets of 20th Century Fox, like say Fox News and the Fox Channel and stuff like that they're not touching, which is great because Rupert Murdoch would be an idiot to do that. Because if it's to avoid a monopoly, I guess, but it's great that they got 20th Century Fox, the movie entertainment group. And alright, I do have a few concerns, of course, as some people have, because it's not just the franchises that I will be talking about later in my more positive talk about this, but there are 13 big franchises that 20th Century Fox currently owns. No, 14. There are 14 franchises that Fox currently own. The Alien and Predator franchises, Die Hard, Home Alone, Ice Age, Kingsman, MASH of all things, Night of the Museum, The Omen, The Simpsons, The X-Files, and of course XMen, Fantastic Four. And some of those things are okay being under the Disney banner, but Alien, Predator, much more darker with bigger ratings and okay, questionable use of the franchises, but they're much more violent, they're much more dangerous, and they're a lot more darker. Now, I did make the excuse that Disney doesn't do dark, but have they ever really done R-rated is also very questionable. I know that the Alien and Predator movies have been a bit more PG-13 of late, but I remember seeing Predator 2 and loving the graphics and the violence of that movie. Some of these movies are, you know, okay, Night in the Museum, whatever. I thought that was Disney to begin with anyway. Kingsman, no. Then again, Fox kind of ruined Kingsman with the Golden Shower. The Omen is not really a franchise. The Simpsons, okay, maybe the jokes will be a little bit more lighthearted because recently The Simpsons has actually made some really adult jokes and I find it quite funny. So I wonder what's going on there. The X-Files, they tried bringing that back, they failed. Home Alone, that stopped at 3. Die Hard, okay, fair enough. Die Hard died a long time ago. And the Alien and Predator franchises are very questionable in my eyes. And of course, they're not going to be taking over the news, they're not going to be taking over anything like that. It is just 20th Century Fox and their franchises, and maybe other movies subsetted to. I mean, to be fair, they did take Star Wars from Fox to begin with in the first place, so I'm not surprised that have they been making deals back and forth this entire time through different franchises and different properties. I'm not surprised that they finally made a merger, and I think that's great. But of course, I just wanted to address this little bit at the beginning of the video because, well, people can be concerned about those franchises, and what I think is, it could be okay, probably. I mean, I'm not going to talk about the streaming services or anything like that. I just really want to talk about these specific franchises, and maybe it's a bit of a sequel of my MCU story because now I'm going to talk about the MCU! Okay, at this point, we have a few more X-Men movies in the works. We have X-Men and the New Mutants. We have Deadpool 2, possibly Deadpool 3, and Dark Phoenix. that is something that I'm a little bit okay about. I have a feeling that they've not announced any more of their movies because Dark Phoenix will be the end of their core X-Men movies, and from then on out, they're going to be part of the MCU, which I think is great. And a lot of people have been talking about how are they going to integrate into the MCU after not being mentioned before. Well, like many other YouTubers have said, they just haven't talked about them. They could be a government secret. Dr. Xavier is a powerful psychic. He could be wiping the memories of mutants from people's minds to begin with. They never even truly addressed if Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were mutants or Inhumans. They did not address it whatsoever. At least, I think, to be fair, Age of Ultron kind of sucked, so it's kind of difficult to look back, but I will eventually. So they can go, actually, these were mutants. They're not the Inhumans. So these are mutants. You know, and they just got away with it, and Scarlet Witch is like, oh, now I know who I am a mutant. It kind of gives a bit of closure that she knows who she is, which is great. As for Deadpool and it being an R-rated movie franchise, I can see it still staying the exact same way. I think Deadpool can be its own franchise, moving along, doing its own thing under the 20th Century Fox banner. It can just be doing this, and this. It's an R-rated film. Yeah, it's still an R-rated film. The second was an R-rated film. It was a huge hit as an R-rated film. I don't think they're going to change it because it's such a money spinner. No one's going to care about Deadpool being the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Me and a lot of other nerds have actually said that, yeah, I think Disney and Fox are just going to go, yeah, we just keep going with what we're doing with Deadpool. And if we integrate Deadpool into the MCU somewhere, he's going to be very self-aware anyway. He knows exactly what's happening. He knows every single iteration he has been. He's going to break so many fourth walls. He's going to make jokes about how Wolverine looks different and blah blah. You know, that's absolutely fine. Maybe even joke about the fact that there are two Colossus in this story. Maybe make a joke that both Josh Brolin are playing Cable and Thanos. It would be quite a funny thing to see. And yeah, there's a few issues that I wanted to look at. And then I watched the previous X-Men films all over again because it's, you know, up to Infinity War and there's so many superhero movies I hadn't really seen. And I've watched all of them, even that one. And I have to say, yeah, I think it's not a big deal. I think it's pretty good what they're doing. I do not see an issue, and I feel that Disney are going to let Fox finish their movies off with Dark Phoenix. New Mutants will be its own spin-off story as well, maybe integrate them into the MCU, but it's just like the Netflix shows where it is part of the same universe, but it doesn't have to connect to the mainstream movies. It does not matter. Same with Deadpool and New Mutants, they can just keep going. Hey, even Sony are making the Venom movie, which I don't truly understand how it can be integrated into the MCU. The only thing I can see is if they're doing a different version of it, is if Eddie Brock as Venom does not have a gigantic spider symbol on his chest. If he has a gigantic spider symbol on his chest, I'd wonder how the fuck it got there, because it's not even part of Spider-Man's outfit. They have not even introduced a black suit yet. They're only jumping to the Iron frickin' Spider at the moment. There is no way that, you know, that would make any sense, and that's what I'm looking out for. Because not even the images, they don't have the spider logo, they have the Venom eyes and the mouth. That's kind of what they're doing there, and I'm kind of like, alright, I'll give them that, it's fine. But anyway, back to 20th Century Fox. Because of this merger, a lot of people say that they're going to water down everything that they've done. Not really so. Like I said, Deadpool was going to be left alone, and Logan was a one-shot movie. I don't think they're going to worry about that. They did the X-Men franchises with PG-13 ratings before. Every other X-Men movie, bar these movies, have been PG-13 rated. I don't even know what the New Mutants rating is. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. On to the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four needs a reboot so freaking bad that this is an absolute golden opportunity to make a Fantastic Four movie where people will actually like the Fantastic Four. Hell, they may be even holding off this entire time to avoid, I think, because they're not really introducing many new characters. They're really taking the spotlight towards, say, Black Panther, bringing in more stuff on the Ant-Man and the Wasp and all that sort of stuff, because I think they knew that this merger was going to happen. They were making deals back and forth this entire time from the very start of the MCU, and well, yeah, I can understand they're going to go, yeah, well, we can hold off talking about Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver's backstory. You know, we can have the Maximoff's origin be a little bit questionable because we're going to reveal their mutants down the line. I just know it's going to happen. Alright, here's something that's been thrown out there quite a lot, was Thanos. What Thanos is actually saying. He says, I don't know, what was it?
Fun is not what's considered when it's balancing the universe, but this puts a smile on my face.
Yeah, well, that in my eyes seems to be like he could be trying to balance the universe. Maybe he's caught in death as he goes along. Maybe he's actually fancies Hela, which, to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised, because damn. But you know, out there, everyone is kind of like, it's a pain in the butt, really. But then he's like, no, I'm balancing the universe because of that thing. And then he goes there, he looks, he points, and there's fucking Silver Surfer being followed by Galactus. Ah! That's probably why they're hiding so much information about the second Infinity War part, or the fourth Avengers movie. I think they're going to be introducing some of these characters from the other properties to now. I think this is what they're doing. They knew this merger was going on, and instead of splitting it into two parts, they're making them two separate movies. Of course, they all link up. Everything links up. But I think they're not only introducing the Skrulls, but they're also introducing something like the Silver Surfer, the Fantastic Four, Galactus, the X-Men, maybe just Wolverine. Maybe Wolverine just pops up or something like that. That would be absolutely smashing. It would be absolutely fantastic to do that. I think it'd be an incredible thing to achieve. Okay, ladies and gents, it was a very short video. I just wanted to do a little bit of a ranty ravey stuffy, and you know, hell, if you like this video, comment below, let me know what you think about this whole Fox merger situation, and tell me if you like the thumbnail. It took forever to do. So anyway, thank you, ladies and gents, for watching. Oh, and of course we've got to 300 subscribers, and it's all full steam ahead. We are working on a schedule which we'll be releasing at some point. We're getting everything sorted out. We know what shows we're making. Bada bing, bada boom, bada ba ba ba. You know, this is where Team Nerd TV has gotten to, and now the future is bigger, brighter, and just as funny. I hope you find it funny. So, thank you. Yeah, again, this is about the third time I've ever said that. Thank you again, ladies and gents, for 300 subscribers. Thank you, ladies and gents, for watching this video. Thank you, ladies and gents, for me trying to pad this out with constant thank yous, because this is like the shortest Whitey Rants I've ever done in my entire life. Thank you. Thank you very much. Always get your nerd on. I'm very tired. I'll see you later.